Hello there, everybody. I know everything looks a little darker in the background today. There's a reason for that. We are working with a power outage here in my home state, and it's hit us too. As you can see, we have a little bit of power. I wouldn't be able to do this recording. We have a generator here. But as a result, I don't have much lighting. We have just enough power going to the computer and the Nintendo 64 that we'll see if we can make this work. Before we get started today, there is going to be a change in today's schedule. One of the owners last week did not like how things went down between the Tampa Bay Steelix and the Atlanta Fearow. There was some inconsistency there. Instead of a hard reset, we just continued the battle. Most people that have watched Pokemon Battle Leagues before will know that's a very standard thing, but for the sake of consistency, since we've done hard resets the other times we've had issues, we will do a hard reset of that battle. Our new rule going forward is continuations will only take effect if a battle, if one of the teams gets down to only 2 or less Pokemon remaining. Other than that, it'll be hard resets, so we don't have that issue again. So no intermission this week. We'll just do 5 straight battles. So we'll have one week 3 battle between the Fearow and Steelix. After that, we'll have all the week 4 battles. And this will be interesting. I know that I've also had some people send me information that I'm going to put out there right now is useless information. One of the battlers, and I won't say who for their privacy's sake, sent me matchups, which is okay if you want a specific matchup, like, oh, I want Snorlax versus Articuno instead of Lantern versus Articuno, or I want Machamp versus Steelix instead of Nidoking versus Steelix. Like, if you want a specific matchup. But some of the matchups that were sent to me by this person, like, use fire Pokemon against ice. I mean, dude, I've been playing Pokemon for how long now? 22 years? I know to use a fire Pokemon against an ice Pokemon. So, I do appreciate the input, so I can make sure I get more fine details down for whoever I'm representing each week. But don't tell me to use a water Pokemon versus a fire Pokemon or something that's very simple, common knowledge. No hard feelings there. I'm sure that you were just trying to get your plan across to me, but like, let's assume I know something about what I'm doing in these battles. All right, now that we've got all of that out of the way, let's see if the N64 is going to cooperate enough for us to get all these battles in this week. Sure would be nice if it would. Sure would be nice. Okay, make sure I turn off all my phone alarms here so we don't get any surprises during the battles this week. And I think I've covered everything that needed to be covered. Let's see, where are we going to battle this week? We've done Team Rocket and Free Battle. Let's go with... Well, we're talking about learning stuff. Let's go the classroom. All right. So let's see. That battle had the Fearow being controlled by me. So where's the Fearow lineup from last week? There we go. And they're battling my Steelix. These are all last week's lineups. I'll have to delete here in a moment. All right. The big note I have... Now, we're going to start the same. I am leading the Dragonair against the Articuno, because that's what we would have done in our hard reset. However... Well, let me go ahead and get these up here first. There's the matchup we're redoing. However, my opponent... Now, this is the kind of thing I'm okay with them giving me input. I like that this is something I can get right. Instead of switching to Lantern, my opponent wants me to switch to Snorlax. That's perfectly fine. I accept that kind of stuff. Don't try to tell me that water puts out a fire. Alright, so let's get this thing going. Best of luck to you, my opponent. I actually want you to win because it makes me look better if I beat the computer, but if my team wins, hey, great for me too. So, yeah. Let's see how this goes. Okay, so we got Dragonair, Articuno. And he said he wants Snorlax to be the switch-in. If he gets frozen or something, it's not my fault. I'm following orders here. It'll be interesting to see what the computer does since Snorlax has Fire Punch. Alright, there's the first Blizzard. Curse isn't going to help against Blizzard because it's physical defense. And it wouldn't help Fire Punch because Fire Punch is special back in Gen 2. So we're just going to go straight into Fire Punch. Missed. Well, let me grab my pen here so I can write down statistics as they occur. Good hit. I feel like Lantern's Spark would have done more, but on the other hand, Snorlax can probably take more hits. Alright, 2 for 2 Blizzard, by the way. Computer's at it again with its low accuracy moves hitting all the time. Fire Punch. Alright. Blizzard actually misses for once. Now Snorlax is actually going to take the lead instead of playing catch-up. I think it's still going to take 2 Fire Punches, barring a critical hit, but good start, nonetheless. Alright, here comes the 4th Blizzard. 3 for 4 on Blizzard. Alright. Fire Punch. Yep, it held on just as I thought. Articuno has strong special defense. Let's see, I'm trying to help my lighting here. I got a flashlight. I don't know if that'll help at all or not. Ooh, spooky. Alright, anyway. Fire Punch. If Snorlax doesn't lose here, it'll take down the Articuno. Snorlax goes down, Articuno gets a kill. Or knockout, sorry. So Snorlax goes down. Alright. I'm going to go with Kadabra because it's fast. I thought about going Lantern, but there's a small chance Articuno might outspeed. I don't remember that matchup. So we're going to go Kadabra, play it safe. Thunder Punch. Yep, okay. So Kadabra knocks out Articuno. And look at that, just like in our last battle, 1-1 to start. Who would have guessed? Now, sometimes in Pokemon, it's not even so much matchups, because you don't, just like sports, you don't always get the matchups you want. Sometimes the luck of the draw has to factor in. Sometimes speed factors in. We do not want Magneton here. We want to put Quagsire in. Forgive my coughing. There's going to be coughing in this video with the power out. We have heat, but we don't have heat in the room where I'm recording, so my allergies are going to act up a little bit more. Let's see. We're going to do Surf instead of Dig by accident. That one didn't come into play last week, but I know what's going to happen here. It's going to switch to Jumpluff. We're going to get a Surf off, and then we'll switch. Now, I'm a little confused what to do here, because my opponent wants me to switch in Dugong to fight Jumpluff just because of the Ice move, forgetting that Dugong is weak to Jumpluff's Mega Drain. So I think what we'll do is if we get a chance to switch Dugong and it gets KO'd or something, maybe we'll do that. But for the time being, as far as trying to avoid damage, I think we're going to go Dragonair so that we can use Fire Blast. Alright. Yep, called the Mega Drain. Alright, I'm going to pause for just a second. There's a hiccup in my recording. There's a little bit of a delay. Be right back after I get that touched up. Alright, we're back. That was a simple fix. Just had to unplug the recording device and plug it back in. Let's see. So, for Jumpluff, we're going to go Fire Blast. Leech Seed. If the Fire Blast hits, it won't be a big deal. If it misses, then we may have to figure out a way around it. Alright, are you going to hit for us? Of course you didn't hit for us. Okay, well, my opponent wants me to save this Pokemon, so even though I would rather leave it in for Fire Blast. See, that's a tough thing. See, if it was me, I wouldn't want to put Dugong in to get hit by a Mega Drain. I would keep Fire Blasting. But my opponent wants me to save Dragonair for Dragonair and Quagsire combined for Magneton. So I hope I don't get too much flack for this from my opponent. But since they're so gung-ho about putting Dugong in against Jumpluff, we're going to do that. I don't want to hear anything about it afterwards, because if I leave Dragonair in there, I know that they'd complain about me leaving Dragonair in there too. So we're going to switch. We're going to hope that it either doesn't Mega Drain or that Mega Drain doesn't do very much. And then maybe this next turn we can hit it with the Ice move like my opponent hopes for us to do. Headbutt. Okay, it worked out. You got lucky, my nameless opponent. You got very lucky that worked out for you. All right, let's see if you're fast enough that Aurora Beam can actually help. They're going to switch. I'm not sure I would have done that if I was using Jumpluff. Yeah, it's 4 times effective, but it's also only Aurora Beam, not Ice Beam. Interesting matchup. Okay. So we'll get some free damage on Magneton and then switch out. So I think what we'll do instead of switching from Quagsire to Dragonair, put Quagsire in now and then just switch straight into Dugong. No. I guess because it's going to use Mega Drain that first turn, we have to go Dragonair first, and then the next turn go with the Dugong switch. Some interesting matchups here. I still don't think they're going to necessarily be what my opponent is hoping for. As I was saying earlier, you don't always get the matchups you hope for. Like in basketball, you might have a particular matchup you want, and then someone sets a screen or something, and there you go. You don't have your matchup anymore that you want. So I'm going to do the best I can to give the matchups that my opponent said they wanted. But I also know as an experienced Pokemon battler that you may not get the perfect situation. So you're going to Mega Drain here. We'll put Dragonair back in because it won't hurt Dragonair much. And then instead of letting Dragonair get Leech Seeded, we'll try switching in Dugong. Yeah, right, that was the right move because there wasn't much damage. It didn't get to heal much. Now we'll switch in Dugong into what is hopefully Leech Seed or Headbutt. Either way. And then we should get another free Aurora Beam on Magneton. I might even go for Surf if I'm that sure that they're going to switch. There's the Leech Seed as predicted. I'm going to go with Surf because I'm a 1,000,000% sure that they're going to switch again. Well, I Surf, Waterfall, Surf, same thing back in Gen 2. I mean, they're both special moves back then. All right, Surf would be better on a special Dugong though. All right, so we're gonna go Waterfall in hopes of doing more damage than Aurora Beam. Looky there, I'm a genius. It's almost like I've battled Pokemon before. Alright. Quagsire, because it's going to use Thunder. Now, I hope that me doing this redo shows everybody out there that I try to be as fair and unbiased as possible in these. Because, yeah, it's my team that I picked that my opponent's battling against. But I also want to show how good a battler I am by winning with different teams and by defeating the computer as often as possible. And if my team ends up winning after that, great. But I'm not assuming they're going to win. We'll go Surf again. I could have gone Slam, but I don't like the accuracy on Slam. At least Surf, I'll get some damage done. No. Sorry about that, everybody. My cat was sniffing the power cord. I have no idea why the power cord for the N64 would be interesting to a cat, but he was. So I had to shoo him away because we all know the issues that this thing has had staying on in the past. So we don't want to take any chances at all. Oh! I did make a wrong move there because of my cat. He's scaring me because he's hanging by the power. The good news is, if he keeps hanging by the power, then we might get a redo on this battle. Okay. Well, that's my bad on the Mega Drain. I accept full responsibility for that one. We'll see how that turns out. Good news is it didn't do much damage because Dugong is very bulky, thank goodness. That might actually not come back to haunt me. Oh, there's an idea. Since we know how... Since we know what the switch routines are now. I'm gonna say this out loud before I do it. If we rest, he'll switch, so that'll be one turn of rest down. Then we'll switch into Quagsire, then Dragonair, Dugong again for turn 2 of rest. Plus we have Sleep Talk, so we get Sleep Talk when it comes in. I think we're going to take this opportunity to rest. It'll get the health back. The game was smart enough to stay in that time. I can't believe it. All those switches and the game decides to stay in that time. Okay. Well, we're still going to rest. We still have Sleep Talk. So we'll Sleep Talk, and if we get Aurora Beam, it'll be a big hit on Jumpluff. If it's Waterfall, then, well, we'll live for another turn. We've already seen that Dugong can take a couple Mega Drains. A surprising amount, to be honest, of the Mega Drain. I think I was thinking of Giga Drain when I was doing the original calculations in my head. Really? Your Sleep Talk move was Rest? Come on. Alright, well, let's try this again. You're gonna switch? Yep, now you switch. Well, on the bright side, we still got some of the health back from the rest, so that still works. Now we've got a turn of the sleep down already. So we can make the most of this bad situation, and as long as my cat doesn't interfere again, there won't be any more mental mistakes. Alright, we got Waterfall, which is honestly the attack we wanted in that situation. So, not bad. And when we switch out, the Leech Seed will go away. We'll put Quagsire in for it to Thunder. So it's a bit of a stalling strategy where we're going to wait it out to try and win, but effective nonetheless. See, another thing that I do understand, though, even though I do come off as frustrated when talking about some of my opponents in this league, or co-players, whatever you want to call them, I do understand from their standpoint that they haven't battled, and the few that have battled have only battled on Pokémon Stadium 2, so they don't know what, like, the current day Switch battles are like. So I understand when they want to tell me what to do as if they've battled forever. There's no hard feelings there, but yeah, I've won enough. I've squeaked out enough battles in my day that I have a good knowledge of what I'm doing. I mean, I'm the guy that in Sword and Shield I won with Unpheasant and Duskull, so I know a thing or two about winning with different Pokemon and different strategies. I will say a pickup that I found very interesting, neither good or bad, just intriguing, that I'm excited to see in this league is this team right now, the Atlanta Fearow, dropped the Quagsire for Week 4 and added Gligar, I'm assuming because of Guillotine, looking at its moveset, because it didn't have a whole lot more going for it other than that. That could be a very interesting Pokemon, depending on the success rate of Guillotine. Yes, I know it's 30% accurate, but as we've seen with Dynamic Punch and Horn Drill in this league, those percentages mean nothing. So, right. Let's see, you've been asleep twice. I assume you're going to wake up, but I don't know if the sleep counter resets or not in Gen 2. I know nowadays you would wake up this turn almost certainly. I'm going to call Sleep Talk because I don't know if it resets back then. If it does reset, we've learned something new and I won't make that mistake again. Alright, let's see. Do you wake up this turn or not? You do, okay. But we know for sure then that means that the sleep counter doesn't reset. We'll just rest again because we've already seen Mega Drain won't do 140 damage. Plus, they're going to switch out anyway, which... Well... Alright, well that works anyway because now none of those mistakes have to be played through and we don't have to worry about if those made a difference or not. So we've got some technical difficulties. I'm going to pause and I'll be back and we'll see how it goes from there. Alright everybody, see you in a moment. Alright everybody, we're back from some technical difficulties. Happens every week. Best part is there was no clear advantage on either side in the battle, so if anything, this might actually benefit the Fearow more so that Dugong doesn't get Mega Drained by accident once or twice. So here we go. Should be Dragonair Articuno if it's anything like the other, 4 times we've tried this. Yep. At least the computer's consistent, so it makes it easier to reset. Yeah, both sides had 1 Pokemon down. It was 5-on-5, and a lot of switching in and out, so nothing really lost there except for time of my life. But oh well. Here we go. 0 for 1 on the Blizzard to start. Well, it was 4 for 5 last time, I think, so not a surprise that it missed one. Went for Mist right off the bat. Interesting. Oh, boy. Snorlax is winning this time since we got that first missed Blizzard. Of course, we missed Blizzard once last time, and Articuno still won, so we'll see how that goes. But it'll be interesting to see if Articuno can hit the other 4 times. Yeah, I did about 80, so Articuno will probably live 1 more Fire Punch. Meanwhile, 3 Blizzards in a row there. Alright. Will Articuno hit another Blizzard? It does, but Snorlax wins this time. Alright. Although I will say Snorlax is so freaking slow, we're just going to let it go here. Because it's not worth taking something else taking damage to save Snorlax. Just because it's going to be slower than everything else that my team has over there, except for maybe Shuckle. So, it's going to go down. So we're just going to hit Shuckle there. Shuckle's going to hit us, and it's going to go down. Alright. That's really the best I could do there. Snorlax is just so slow. Shuckle's literally the only thing on my team that it outspeeds. So, yeah. Let's see. Shuckle knows Sludge Bomb, Rollout, Sandstorm. Forget the 4th. Oh, Bide. I think my opponent would want me to go Lantern. But I'm going to go Quagsire because it has Surf, and with it being a ground type, the Sandstorm won't hurt it. We'll find out. My opponent might tell me later he wanted Quagsire in this scenario, but I'm going to go Quagsire. I feel safer with Quagsire in this scenario. They're going to change anyway, see, so it's just going to be a free shot on something. Probably Jumpluff. Alright, so we're at 5-5 once again. It's funny how, no matter how many times we do this battle, we start out 5-5. So, yeah. Alright. So I know that you're going to Mega Drain, and I know better than to put Dugong into that Mega Drain. The thing I got to figure out is if I want Dugong to get the Leech Seed or Dragonair to get the Leech Seed. Because we've already seen the computer's going to Leech Seed that second turn most of the time. I'm trying to figure out which one would be more beneficial to the Fearow winning, since I'm controlling the Fearow and all. Is it better for Dragonair to take it? Oh, there's an idea. We Thunder Wave it. Then it's slow and sometimes it's not going to get that Mega Drain off. That's the play. This time we Thunder Wave, and in the future, then we'll figure out what to do about the Leech Seed. If we slow it down and hinder it, that's going to help a lot more. There we go. Now it's also going to be slower than Dragonair, so that's big. Alright, let's put Dugong in there. I'm sure they'll switch into Magneton the following turn, but this will cause them to do the switch at least. Okay, you're going to paralyze Dugong. Well, we do have rest, so once we take damage, we can get rid of that. Okay, so now we have our answer to the Leech Seed problem. Next time we put Dugong in to get Leech Seeded, so it can get some damage on it. Then we can rest, both healing it up and getting rid of paralysis. It's funny how Pokemon will answer those questions for you sometimes if you just pay attention to the battle. Here comes Waterfall. Ooh, a critical hit. That's pretty valuable. See, you never know how things are going to play out in Pokemon. Most people would have said, looking at this team, that it would be Quagsire to take out Magneton. Instead, it might be Dugong on another switch in here in the future. Alright, there's the Thunder. It's not going to do anything because we're ground type. You're going to switch. We're going to surf. It's some guaranteed damage, whereas Slam might be a miss. Yep, paralyzed Jump Bluff. Alright. Dragonair will get Mega Drained a little bit. We'll switch it out on the Leech Seed turn. And then we can rest up to get Dugong back to being healthy. Oh, it's fully paralyzed, so it didn't even get to. Well, it's actually slower than us now. Let's take a shot at Fire Blast before we switch out. Okay. Depending on what happens here, we might try one more. Nope, there's the Leech Seed, okay. How much does Leech Seed give back? Nothing on the first turn, huh? Alright, we're gonna go one Fire Blast. We'll save the other three for if we need to use Dragonair against Magneton. But at this point, we might as well go for the knockout. Yep, there we go. I'm sure my opponent will be upset with the fact that I didn't save all the Fire Blasts for Magneton, but I mean, that was the easy and simple play there. So, yeah. Alright, what are you bringing in now, computer me? Blastoise. It's interesting because Blastoise doesn't have anything to really deal with Dragonair. I want to switch. I'm going to Thunder Wave first. Because I don't think, like I said, I don't think Blastoise can do much to Dragonair here. Yeah, it's going to lower our accuracy, but we're going to switch out, so that doesn't matter. So, That doesn't really bother me. Okay. I'm gonna switch Dugong in first. Like we were saying with Jump Left, if we can get some damage, we can rest and get the paralysis off us for later. Because again, I don't think Blastoise can do anything to the Dugong. So this is a good opportunity to get Dugong healed up if possible. And then, yeah, Hydro Pump it on Dugong. Ironically, I think that's the best move the Blastoise actually can do to the Dugong is just a Hydro Pump. Mud Slap, we don't have to worry about Rest's accuracy, so we're good there. Well, an example right there of why we're trying to rest against Blastoise. Get that paralysis off us. So we'll try again. There we go. We're going to stay in for a turn or two. I know that our accuracy is doo-doo right now. But again, so we can wait out some of the sleep. I know you're switching, but that's still going to buy us a turn of sleep, so that works. Plus, we got Sleep Talk if it hits. I know our accuracy is bad right now. Ooh, and if it does hit with Waterfall, Magneton will go down. Nope, it got Rest. Okay. Well, nonetheless, we still got rid of a turn of sleep, and we know that the sleep counter from the technical difficulties battle earlier, we know that the sleep counter does not reset necessarily, so still good that we got a turn of sleep out of our system there. All right, you're gonna Thunder onto Quagsire and do nothing. All right. Sorry about that. I was just writing down the Dragonair knockout. For some reason, I didn't write it down live when it happened. I'm going to Surf because I feel like it's going to switch. It didn't switch. Well, now that I know that, if Surf doesn't take it out, we might just Dig next turn. Depends on how much damage Surf does. Yeah, Quagsire takes it out with Surf. All right. All right, if we can get the computer to lose one more Pokemon, we can just continue the battle instead of starting over if there's an issue with the power. All right, Haunter. Oh, this one's tough because, like, I know it has Giga Drain and it's fast, but if it didn't one-shot us, Dig could probably one-shot it back. I'm not gonna... Well, gonna Giga Drain. So we'll put Dragonair in. I think we'll use Dragonair because we can slow it down with Thunder Wave, and now that both Articuno is gone and Magneton, Articuno's gone, so there's no threat to Dragonair weakness-wise. And with Magneton gone, there's no reason to really save Dragonair at this point. Other than maybe Blastoise or something, but the water types look like they've got that taken care of anyway. So let's Thunder Wave first off so we can slow down Haunter. I believe that Kadabra's faster than Haunter in this game, but just in case they have some sort of weird speed tie, this will guarantee Kadabra goes first. Yep, there you go. Alright. Well, since we got nothing else to lose, since our health is low, let's go Outrage and see if we manage to one-shot it. Nope, but good try. Fully paralyzed, so we'll get another Outrage. Wow, back-to-back paralysis. Bad luck for my team. Here comes the third Outrage that should finish it off. Yep. What's funny is even though they're up 4-2 right now, or 5-2 right now, I think it's 5-2 actually. Yeah, 5-2 right now. I guarantee my opponent has seen something they didn't like about this battle. Oh well. We'll go. Oh, I should have Thunder Wave. That would have been smarter. Well, it might not matter if we get. Okay, we got through it. Gosh, Shuckle's defense is so strong. Well, Shuckle chose rollout, so I mean, I don't think Outrage is a bad choice now. We'll get another turn of damage off here before, at least before it takes us out. Oh, we're not confused anymore, so it'll be 2 more hits then. Okay, because rollout should do 36 here, as it doubles every turn. So unless it's a crit, it should be 36. 32. So it didn't exactly double, but the point is that it gains damage output. Alright. Dragonair gonna do some big work in this one. Here comes another Outrage. 3 Outrages on the Shuckle. Let's roll out hit. It's 90% accurate. It does hit again. Dragonair goes down. Second knockout for Shuckle this game. But a lot of good work done by Dragonair. It basically set up Jumpluff going down. It took out, it's basically taken out Shuckle here. It took out Haunter on its own. And it's done some good work this game. Done some good work. Alright. Surf. So that's going to probably take out Shuckle. I know Shuckle's defense is good, but, yep, alright. Alright, this will be Blastoise, which the ideal matchup is Lantern, and then if it somehow gets by a Lantern, Kadabra to finish it off. But, I'm also, well, I guess it's already used a Hydro Pump, hasn't it? So I don't think it has enough Hydro Pumps to take out the Lantern. Let's just go ahead and switch. Let's see here. And with this switch in, everyone except Kadabra has made an appearance in this battle. Since we had to restart. So, Hydro Pump missed on top of that. So, yeah, I think that this one's going to go to the Fearow. A little disappointed that it's so lopsided. I don't think the teams are that far apart. But, like I said, Dragonair did a lot of work with paralyzing a lot of things. Well, there's a chance that Kadabra might get in. If our accuracy gets to the point where it's unbearable, I might put it in there just so that we can get a hit. I hope my opponent appreciates the redo, and I hope that the rest of the league doesn't question my battle skills necessarily anymore. It's okay if they question some things, but I hope they don't think I'm someone that's never battled Pokemon before, because I sort of got that vibe off of a couple of them. And that was a bit of an insult for someone that's played Pokemon as long as I have, but I'm sure it was unintentional. That's just kind of how it came off. But congratulations to the Atlanta Fearow. You are the winners of the final Week 3 battle that is done here in Week 4. All right, so let's see. Let me document that last knockout. Lantern with the knockout. Kadabra with a did not play. And Blastoise went down. So that final score is 4-2. Yes, 4-2. No, not 4-2. 4-0. And that'll do it. Congratulations once again to the Atlanta Fearow. I'll be right back with the start of our Week 4 matchups, everybody. I'll see you then. Hello, everybody. We're back for the second battle, the first of Week 4. And we've got the Dallas Dragonite, and we are the Machampions. Well, Machampion. All right. Quick disclaimer in this battle. Both sides did not get a lineup to me. I don't know if they texted them to me and they didn't come through or what. but neither one got me a lineup before the deadline, so they are both using their lineups from the previous week. And we'll see how it goes. Neither one of them texted me who they wanted to lead either, so I'm kind of going to be guessing on that. We'll go Lickitung first for the Dallas Dragonite, because I know that the owner of the Dallas Dragonite likes Lickitung for all the memes and stuff, so, yeah. So sorry to both of you if these are not the lineups you sent in or the lineups that you wanted, but this is what I had at the time that I started recording, so this is what we're working with. Anium. Let's go Flareon. Flareon hasn't shined much so far in this league. I feel like that we should give it a chance and save Ninetales. This right here is a battle of two 0-3 teams, both looking for their first win, so good luck to both of them. I don't think their teams are bad. It's just they've just been unfortunate that they've played teams with good lineups. All right, so strength, it did 75. 0 for 1 on the Fire Blast. Poor Flareon can't catch a break. Every week. Such a shame, too. It's my favorite Eevee out of all the Eevees. And yet it struggles the most. It's a little bit better in the newer games because it gets access to Flare Blitz. Nice hit, by the way. Quick Attack. They can't even KO with the Quick Attack. Come on, Flareon. Alright, well, Flareon's going to get a knockout. Oh, it got burned. I didn't even see that before. Okay, well, Flareon gets a knockout. I guess the only reason they didn't switch was because Cloyster has bad special defense. And is part ice type, so it'd be neutral damage. That's the only thing I can think of for why the game wouldn't switch there. We're faster than the Machamp. Okay, maybe we can get a free Fire Blast off before... oh, and we burned it. So its attack is down. Oh, man. We are the Machampion, just having bad luck week in, week out. That would have taken us out if it wasn't for the burn. Oh, I feel bad for both these teams. They've got good lineups. They just both have terrible luck. Now you're gonna. Oh, is it gonna be Scizor? Please don't serve up Scizor again. Computer, you've done that twice. Don't do it again. Thank you. I was gonna say, poor Scizor, if they just throw it out there to lose again. Alright, I was gonna say, the way the luck is going in this one, it would get burned also. Flareon outspeeding everything somehow in this one. Another burn! Come on! The burn percentage isn't that high. I don't remember offhand the percentage, but come on. And it survives the Mud Slap because of the burn. What is happening? What is happening with these two teams? Why is the luck so bad? Smog, I guess, because Quick Attack won't do much damage. I know Smog probably won't either, but it might not be resisted at least. Nope, it was resisted too. Okay. So we would have lost either way there. Alright, Tyranitar takes down Flareon, but Flareon does an insane amount of work. Wow. It burned Tyranitar and got rid of most of its health, and it also burned Machamp. Someone in the comments needs to look up the percentage chance of that happening. It can't be more than 10% that both of them would get burned by Fire Blast. Because first off, it's just hard for Fire Blast to even hit, let alone for it to burn twice. Like, that has to be single-digit percentages, if that. But that's the hand that they were dealt with, so... How about Psyduck getting a knockout against Tyranitar? That's something that you'll probably never hear me say again. All right, it's Ariados. There's the announcer mispronouncing the name again. Shh. Dragonite do not have anything that can avoid the poison. So Ariados might actually be a little scarier in this battle than some of the others. Let's try Swagger to confuse it.
Look at that Swagger. Oh, its confusion made it tougher.
Hey, it worked. All right, let's surf it while it's confused. Ariados isn't that bad of a moveset on here either. It's just... it's like these two teams are cursed. They just have bad luck. They've got good Pokemon, but horrible luck. As it goes 0 for 2 on the confusion, by the way, speaking of luck. We're going to dig here. On the off chance it beats itself in confusion, we'll get a freebie hit on the next Pokemon. Nope, not confused anymore. Oh well. The idea was if it knocked itself out with confusion, even if we were slower than the next Pokemon, they'd miss and then we'd hit with dig. So that was kind of the thought process. You're going to protect, that's okay. We know that we outspeed you, so we'll go surf next turn. That was the thought process behind dig, was in case we got lucky. Alright, surf. Psyduck's going to have two knockouts in this one. Who would have guessed? Psyduck for MVP. Right now, calling it. Psyduck for MVP.
There's a distinct difference in the number of remaining Pokemon for each side. Oh, it's
Cloyster.
make up for lost ground. They're both hanging tough.
Hitmonlee's fighting moves would be good against it. Ninetales would hit it for good normal damage. I think we're going to leave Psyduck in. Yeah, with what this team has left, we're just going to leave Psyduck in. We're going to Swagger, and we're going to Surf, because even though Cloyster's a water type, its special defense is bad, to say it nicely. So Surf ought to still do some damage, even if it's water on water.
The white-hot battle continues. What's next? That didn't accomplish much.
Yeah, it did more than the confusion damage, so that worked. Confused to get 0 for 4. 0 for 4 on the confusion. So again, talk about bad luck. The Pokemon on We Are the Machampion are good. The luck, not so much. Wow, Psyduck takes down Cloyster. Alright, we got Machamp who's burned, and we got Scizor. There's the Scizor. Yeah, we'll go ahead and Swagger. I know it could be dangerous upping Scizor's attack, but since we still have a fire Pokemon in the back pocket, I don't think it'll hurt too much. If anything, Psyduck will lose, but then the fire Pokemon can win. 0 for 5 on the confusion. 0 for 5.
A hot battle is unfolding. What's this? Hit. That was good.
Oh my gosh, Psyduck is kicking butt. Alright, not confused anymore. Here comes Cut. Double the damage. Pretty good hit. I don't think Surf will do the 98, but we'll find out.
There's the attack. Great hit.
Psyduck with another knockout. Gosh.
One Pokemon left.
Psyduck's got 4 of the 5 knockouts in this one.
This Pokemon is rejoining the battle. This is
I know you have Thunder Punch, but you're also burned.
they're both hanging.
Let's go Surf again. Why not? See if Psyduck can take us home.
That inflicted some damage.
If it survives, the burn's gonna take it out. I'll take out Machamp. Psyduck survives. Is the burn gonna take it out? It does, so technically Flareon's gonna get the knockout. That's the way you score in Pokemon Draft Leagues. But nonetheless, Flareon and Psyduck carrying the Dallas Dragonite. Wow. I'll tell you one thing. I thought this battle could go either direction with these two teams. I certainly did not expect that. I did not expect Flareon to get 2 knockouts, burning Tyranitar and Machamp, which were the 2 Pokemon on that team that definitely didn't want to get burned. And then Psyduck getting 4 knockouts. I mean, I'm not crazy, right? Psyduck just got 4 knockouts. Unbelievable. But the Dallas Dragonite get a victory for their first of the season. Congratulations. Psyduck was scary. I think I play you in the next week or 2, so please, don't use Psyduck. But congrats nonetheless. We are the Machampion. Hang in there. You have a great team. You've just had the worst luck of anybody in the league so far. Things will get better. I'll be back with the next matchup, everybody. Hang on just a moment. All right, everybody, we're back for this battle. We've got the Pokemon Power and My Little Ponyta. The Pokemon Power come in as one of the 2 remaining unbeaten teams. So we'll see how this goes. Fun fact before we get started for this battle. I won't say which team out of respect for this person, and both of these people are female trainers, so saying her or she won't give it away either. One of these trainers has a particular Pokemon that has shown up in every one of their battles, and they have misspelled their name a different way every single time they have sent me their lineup. I don't know if this is being done on purpose, because you would think if they were just misspelling it, it would be the same misspelling all the time instead of being misspelled different ways every time. But it does give me a little bit of a smirk, a little bit of a smile each time I see it. Yeah, I'll leave it at that. If they want to know, they can both text me, and I'll fill them in on who it is that's doing that. But it's really funny to me that they keep misspelling, and it's not one that you would generally think is misspelled. I can understand someone putting an O in for alligator, because that would be an easy one to misspell, not knowing it was abbreviated. Or maybe misspelling golem like G-O-A-L or something. But the Pokemon that has been misspelled has a much easier name than that, and it's just very funny to see them misspell it constantly. All right, I did not get an invite as to who to lead first here. I do know that Feraligatr has not played in a battle yet this season, and Golduck is new, so to make sure that Feraligatr gets a game played, I think I'm going to lead off with Feraligatr, and then we'll switch out, of course, if that's a bad matchup, but that way we can guarantee Feraligatr has seen some action. And here we go.
This free battle is about to get underway. A hot battle involving the hopeful champs of tomorrow has just started.
Alright, let me guess, it's going to be like Venusaur or Pikachu, right? Alakazam, we could maybe take that down. It's just got Psybeam, right? Oh boy, more dynamic punch shenanigans. If it wasn't a psychic type, I'd probably consider that, actually. Wobbuffet would actually be a fantastic matchup here, seeing as it's a psychic type. Psybeam won't hurt it much, and we can try to Mirror Coat the Psybeam back if they leave Alakazam in. Thief would be a special move back then, too, so yeah. Yep, Wobbuffet's the choice. Mirror Coat. They're gonna switch, okay. Well, the good news with Wobbuffet is it can battle just about anything if I get lucky and pick the right moves. Gengar. It also has Thief. Oh, it's going to try to Hypnosis. In that case, let's see, we don't have anything that's immune to Hypnosis on this team. What I'm going to do, I'm debating I should either put Feraligatr in and use Dig, or I think I'm going to use Safeguard, because that way we can prevent it from putting things to sleep. If we get a chance to use Safeguard. Please miss this one time. Miss one time, come on. It missed. Here comes the Safeguard. And Gengar cannot put anything to sleep now until the Safeguard's over. Nice. Alright. I'm gonna stay in for one turn to see what it does. Let's try Mirror Coat in case it goes for Thief or something like that. Look at that. Look at that. It's almost like I know Pokemon. Mirror Coat. Twice the damage back. It just didn't look like twice the damage because Wobbuffet has so much freaking health. Nightshade, I don't know. Since that's fixed damage, I don't know if that counts as physical or special. I know that Ghost Move should be physical, but I don't know if the game will read it that way or not. The game did read it that way, okay. Well, let's try Mirror Coat again in case they go back to Thief. Alright. I know how this game goes. Next turn I'm going to go counter and they'll go with Thief again. Alright, it's a 50-50 shot. You know what? Actually, since Wobbuffet's slower, we should probably Destiny Bond this turn. So if Gengar takes us out 2 turns from now, we're in good shape. Alright. Safeguard's gone, so it might try to Hypnosis here. Well, that's unfortunate. Well, Wobbuffet isn't going to outspeed anything on her team, so I guess it's going to go down, but it still did some good work. It forced Alakazam out of there. It got some good damage on Gengar. So Wobbuffet will go down to Gengar. Yeah, Wobbuffet can be a good Pokemon, but it takes masterful prediction, and as you saw there, I didn't get my prediction right all the time. It does not tell me speeds here. I was hoping to figure out who was faster between Golduck and Feraligatr. Let's go Feraligatr. Alright, Hypnosis is already 1 for 2. It's a 60% move. If we get it to miss, we can use Dig and take out the Gengar.
What would do? Uh-oh, it fell asleep. It can't move.
Yep, that's why I was hoping Wobbuffet could take out Gengar, because this becomes a lot more annoying to fight if it's landing Hypnosis.
That was a glancing blow. Fast asleep and can't be moved. The heated action continues.
Alright, come on, wake up and use Dig.
What next?
Well, the good news is we know how much damage Nightshade will do, so we do survive another Nightshade after this.
The white-hot battle.
Come on, Feraligatr.
What now?
If you can just dig underground here, we'll beat it.
It woke up.
Thank you.
It dug its way underground.
And let's be honest, looking at her team, Feraligatr's probably the... Feraligatr and Wobbuffet are probably the two that she will miss the most. So if two were going to go down early, these are probably the two that she'd want to go down. Alright, Feraligatr takes out the Gengar.
Fell
No more hypnosis shenanigans. So Feraligatr not only makes its debut this week, it gets a knockout. Venusaur. We have plenty of Pokemon that could go against Venusaur here. See, now this is one of those tough decisions that I know my opponent's going to get mad at me either way. Because if I leave Feraligatr in there to get a clean switch for Nidoking or Nidoqueen, they're going to yell at me for sacking off Feraligatr. If I switch right now, they're going to yell at me for letting Nidoking and Nidoqueen take a big shot of damage. So, I feel like I'm going to make them unhappy either way. We're going to go Feraligatr with the Dynamic Punch. I don't think we'll go first. I think Venusaur's faster. If we happen to go first, maybe this person's luck. I mean, this is one of the luckiest teams in the league so far. Not saying that they don't deserve their wins. I'm just saying, like, as far as the 50% moves, they've had better luck. So if any of these teams are ever going to have Dynamic Punch hit, this is the team to do it. Let's see how Feraligatr goes. It goes second, so it's going down. And I was right that it picked Giga Drain, so either of the Nidos would have been hit hard. So I think that was just a knockout that unfortunately we had to take.
The next Pokemon needs to be prepared.
All right. So Nidoking has the famous fabled Horn Drill. Nidoqueen has Ice Punch. I think we go Nidoking first for the Horn Drill. If Nidoking can't seem to hit the Horn Drills, our backup plan is Nidoqueen with Ice Punch. Because even if they switch, the Horn Drill could take out whatever they switch into. Alright, here comes a switch, so we're going to get a Horn Drill without taking any damage ourselves. 30% chance. We'll see how our luck is today. Golem's not one Nidoking wants to see, so Horn Drill could make a big difference here. 0 for 1, okay. Oh, none of the remaining Pokemon except Golduck can handle Golem, and we don't want to switch Golduck into Golem on the turn that it's attacking. See, this is one of those where in Pokemon you don't always get the matchups you want to get, even if you think you have the better team. I guess we're going to go Horn Drill and hope that it connects this time. It does. What is it with this team? They get all the all the low percentage moves to hit. Oh, and that's a killer for the power, because that's been one of their best Pokemon so far. So Nidoking with a knockout. This is another tough one because Alakazam's faster. But again, I don't think anyone wants to take a hit from the Alakazam. Let's see what's left. We got Alakazam, Pikachu, and Tentacruel. What's Golduck's moveset? Confusion, so... Oh, man. So we need Electabuzz for Tentacruel. For Pikachu, we probably need at least one of Nidoking or Nidoqueen. And then Alakazam here is just kind of whatever we get lucky enough to hit it with. Alakazam might actually be the win condition for this team. Alright, I guess we go Horn Drill and hope that we survive one Psybeam and get to have a Horn Drill launched at it. Nidoking hangs on. Here it comes. Third Horn Drill. 1 for 3 on the Horn Drills. That's unfortunate, but I went with Horn Drill. What else was I supposed to do? If I put Nidoqueen in there, it's going to get hit hard, and everything else would get hit hard right away. So, I did what I could there. I just don't think the game likes to have me land those things like Horn Drill. Alright, so let's see. Alakazam got a knockout against Nidoking. Man, I want to win this. I haven't had a week yet where I've been undefeated against the computer, and so far I'm 2-0 to start. I want to win. Let's see. Electabuzz, I think, has higher special defense than Golduck. Well, we could light screen. That would actually help the whole team fight off Alakazam. Oh, I've got a choice to make now. Well, Golem's out of there, so I guess we don't need to save Golduck anymore. It's down to Pikachu and Tentacruel. So we'll go Golduck. We'll hope Golduck can survive a hit and dish out a hit. And then I guess we'll play it out from there. Come on, Hydro Pump. 80% accurate. This team landed a freaking Horn Drill. Hopefully you can land one Hydro Pump. Okay, that didn't do as much as I thought it would. That's good. Hit it, please. Alright. Alright, a second Hydro Pump could take it out. It's going to depend on how the accuracy comes out here. Another side beam from Alakazam. Alright, does the Hydro Pump hit? It does. There goes Alakazam. Alright, this one's still anyone's game. Got Pikachu and Tentacruel versus Nidoqueen, Electabuzz, and Golduck. That's interesting, because I know for a fact if Pikachu was out there, it probably would have outsped. At least in the current games it would. I don't know how it does in Pokémon Stadium. But anyway, let's try Confusion. Since it'll be super effective. Sludge Bomb might take us out beforehand, though. And it does. Alright. We want Electabuzz in there. Electric versus water. Electabuzz.
The number of remaining Pokemon is 2 to 3.
Alright, Thunder Punch. Ooh, that didn't even do half, so there's a chance that Tentacruel could win this matchup. Oh, and that was what I was talking about, was if it got poisoned. Alright, this is going to be interesting. At the very least, Tentacruel actually made things possible for Pikachu. 7 health. Here comes what I assumed to be another Sludge Bomb. Yep. Electabuzz hangs on. I think they're both going to go down this turn. I think Electabuzz is going to hit it and then lose to the poison. Oh, wait a minute. I think in Gen 2 that the poison doesn't hit on the turn that you knock out something. Yep, that appears to be the case. We got Venusaur and Pikachu versus Electabuzz and Nidoqueen. I didn't say Venusaur earlier, but I knew it was there. I see it on my sheet here. Okay. Venusaur is going to use mostly grass moves. Light Screen would make it so those would do less damage to the Nidoqueen while it's fighting back. So we're going to go Light Screen. The poison was from Tentacruel, so that actually goes as a knockout for Tentacruel. Electabuzz goes down. So we got Nidoqueen versus 2, but Nidoqueen has the advantage with Ice Punch on Venusaur, plus the Light Screen to stop Giga Drain. And it's a ground type against Pikachu, so this actually is going to be an interesting finish to this battle. We're going to go straight for Ice Punch. Pretty good hit. That's a 3 or 4 hit KO. Light Screen lasts for 5 turns. Growl isn't going to affect Ice Punch, though, because Ice Punch is special. So that's actually a wasted turn, pretty much, for Venusaur. It just means that Nidoqueen might have to Ice Punch against Pikachu instead of Body Slam. But nonetheless, if you're Nidoqueen, this is like the best thing that could happen for you, the fact that it's growling.
That attack just bounced off.
And we still have the light screen up.
Sparks are flying.
Ice Punch.
Competitor. 1 2. That struck home.
Alright. Now it does Giga Drain. Yeah, the light screen really helping out there. Glad I thought to do that with Electabuzz before it went down. Another Ice Punch should take it out. Nidoqueen takes out the Venusaur. So we're down to Nidoqueen and Pikachu. Nidoqueen has like 0 attack at this point after all those growls, so we're going to be rocking Toxic and Ice Punch. Pikachu's going to have Thunderbolt, which won't do anything, Headbutt, Iron Tail, and Thunder Wave that won't do anything, so it's just going to use Headbutt and Iron Tail a lot. Let's go with Toxic, get some poison on it, and then we'll Ice Punch it the rest of the way. Unless it makes us flinch here, then we'll just go straight to Ice Punch.
The hit glanced right off. Nasty Toxic. Whoops, that missed.
Boy, I like how in the old games Toxic could miss on a poison Pokemon. Nowadays, if you're a poison Pokemon, it's got 100% accuracy. Yep, I don't miss those. I don't miss that from the old days, not at all. Never flinch, are you kidding me? Come on! This should be the easiest win ever. It's a freaking Nidoqueen against a Pikachu. All it can do is headbutt us. If we lose to headbutt, oh my.
A light pack.
Hit it this time. I'm not trying Toxic again if you miss again. Thank you.
Slow down appears to be the plan.
Okay. Ice Punch it.
Both competitor.
Actually, Mud Slap might not be a bad idea so I can get it to quit headbutt flinching us. It miss occasionally that way.
What's this? Hit. That was
Good hit.
a hot battle is unfolding.
Judging by that damage, I am going to stick with Ice Punch. I think the Ice Punch and Poison combined will take it out. We just gotta hope we don't flinch too much.
That was a glancing blow.
Alright, here comes the Ice Punch.
How's that? The hit glanced right off.
Okay.
They're both hanging tough.
I'm gonna go Mud Slap here because 2 headbutts will kill us. Knock us out. So I'm gonna Mud Slap once in the hopes that if we don't flinch that we well, no. I guess either way we have to hit it here, because if we flinch, it won't matter that I picked Mud Slap. If we do get a chance to hit, we want to use Ice Punch to make sure we take out the Pikachu. If we don't flinch, we got a chance, and if this isn't a critical hit.
That did little damage. Additional damage in an
4 health left.
situation. Oh, it flinched. Both combatants appear to
Are you kidding me? 4 health left. 4. Gee, it's almost like if Nidoqueen would have hit Toxic the first time, that this battle would have been over. I can't believe this.
tread warily.
How many flinches was that? 3 overall? I think it was at least 3. I think it got 2 flinches early on.
The trainer hasn't issued a command.
I think a flinch is only like 30% chance too, so that's I could be wrong with that, but I believe it's under 50%. That's upsetting. Darn, I want to go undefeated against the CPU one of these weeks. 4 health.
Right, that's a hit. There are no more remaining Pokémon. And there goes the battle.
Unreal. Unreal. That's I mean, that's Pokemon in a nutshell. That's one of the great upsets I've ever seen. Like, honestly, I'm stunned. This is like, if you think sports, this is like Valparaiso hitting a game-winning shot in the NCAA tournament, or University of Maryland, Baltimore County upsetting Virginia. Like, I can't believe a head-butting Pikachu beat Nidoqueen. Granted, I mean, a lot of it was Nidoqueen's fault. It missed a Toxic, and it missed, it was flinched 3 times. That's 4 moves right there. Even if it doesn't land any of the ice punches the turn it was flinched, if it hits that first Toxic, that 4 health would have been gone. So, Nidoqueen had 4 opportunities, 4, to win, and it just didn't want to. Like, I don't know how else I can put it. I guess the game doesn't like me. I guess the game doesn't like luck to be on my side, even when it should be in my favor. I'm flabbergasted. I mean, I'm stunned, and I'm sorry to My Little Ponyta. I mean, no offense to the Power. Congratulations to the Pokemon Power for winning. I'm sorry, My Little Ponyta. I did everything I could there, and I don't know what to say. 3 flinches and the first Toxic missing. I think that's the one that upset me the most, because in the new games, Toxic would have hit that first try no matter what, since Nidoqueen's a poison type. It would have been 100% accurate. So, that upsets me. That's a battle Nidoqueen should have won. But, it didn't work out that way, and with Pokemon, as we're all learning in this league, if there's a 2% chance it can happen, that you can't rule them out, and that's what happened here. This is the equivalent of a Hail Mary being successful, and Pikachu won, so I'm sorry that I couldn't pull off a win for you. I'm also sorry to myself, because I wanted that 5-0 against the computer this week. It didn't happen, unfortunately, for me anyway. And the winner, like I said, was the Pokemon Power for that one. All right, I'll be back with battle number 4 in just a moment, everybody. I just need some time to set it up. All right, for our 4th battle today, we've got the Tampa-based Steelix and Smoochum or lose 'em. Will the Steelix go 0-2 today after losing that redo battle earlier? We'll see. Unfortunately, this is another case of a team not getting a lineup to me. So they're using the same lineup as the previous week. Lucky for them, I built my lineup on the other end, assuming they were going to change their lineup. So my team is not specifically built for the 6 they've got. So we'll see how this goes. I still think my team has the advantage, but as we saw with the last battle with Pikachu winning, you never know what's going to happen in this game. Gosh, I feel like I could play this blindfolded sometimes and do about as well. I know absolutely what I'm doing, but it seems like the game doesn't care. Sorry about that, everybody. I'm thirsty. It's hard to do a video like this where you're just talking the whole time. Alright, we got War Turtle and Articuno. Do you have anything for Articuno on this team, Smoochum? Furret has Thunder Punch. Jolteon has Zap Cannon. But can Jolteon survive a blizzard? Alright, who did I pick for my team again? War Turtle is probably going to be needed for Lava, possibly. So I don't want to just leave it in there. And for Shuckle. Furret's going down for sure if it goes in against that.
What's the matter, trainer?
I think we're going to put Pineco in. If it happens to survive the blizzard, we'll use Explosion or Self-Destruct, whichever one it has, to do maximum damage. Because looking at the lineup I picked, Pineco doesn't really match up against any of my Pokemon well. So it's the best one to throw out there right now. Alright, let's go for the Explosion. It didn't switch, so if Pineco survives, it's going to do some big damage. It survived. This might be enough to actually take out Articuno, I don't know. Holy cow, it traded with Articuno. Alright. Pineco takes out the Articuno. No, for those wondering at home, that does not count as Articuno getting a knockout, since it was a self-inflicted knockout on Pineco's part. Let's see, what's left on my team? I mean, on my other team. Let's go Jolteon, because Magneton's the only thing it wouldn't be like... I mean, Steelix is the only thing it wouldn't be good against. Everything else it could try to hit with Zap Cannon. Well, we do have Bulbasaur. What's Bulbasaur's moveset again? Yeah, it's not great. Arbok has Dig, but then we'd be putting it out there for a Thunder. I think we'll go one Zap Cannon just to see if we can paralyze it. If that doesn't work, I'll figure something else out. Does it hit? 50% accurate. 0 for 1. 70% accurate. Also 0 for 1. Well, since nothing happened that turn, I guess we'll try one more Zap Cannon. Very important paralysis. Here comes Thunder. 0 for 2 on the 70% Thunder, by the way. Double Kick. I know it won't do a lot, but it's super effective, so why not? Actually, that did more than I was expecting. Thunder Wave, so paralysis on both sides now. Weird battle so far. What now? It appears to be impervious to damage. It's gripped by paralysis. Ooh, the paralysis hurting Magneton there. Oh, I kind of want to switch, but I don't think it'd be smart. Let's go double kick again. No, it's paralyzed. Of course, the turn I don't switch is when it's paralyzed. And of course, the Thunder lands as well on that same turn. I picked the wrong attack out of my confusion there, but at least we got the attack off. 4 damage. A critical hit that third time. Come on, miss. Okay, so me picking the wrong attack didn't hurt at all on that turn. That works. I spoke too soon. Oh my gosh, come on. No one wants this battle to end. If Magneton wins this matchup, I think I'm going to throw my controller across the room. No, I don't condone doing that. But it's going to be very front. 3 turns in a row, paralyzed. Wow. I can't believe... I just know this game. Magneton's going to win this. Four turns in a row of full paralysis. 4. This game just doesn't like me. I should just assume that everything that can go wrong will go wrong. Because that's what's happening. I can't believe that. You gotta be kidding me. I know War Turtle's weak against Magneton, but hear me out. This is to keep it from switching out, and with the paralysis, hopefully we'll still go first.
Now is the time to attack. One Pokemon is still capable of going up, but the other
Thank you. Something went right in my thought process. All right.
down it goes. So, what will be the next Pokemon?
4-4.
Oh, it's Haunter. Pokemon of
All right, Haunter has Giga Drain.
up in battle. This Pokemon is switching out.
3 of the remaining 4 Pokemon for my Tampa Bay Steelix are weak against Dig, so putting Arbok in there's a good play right now for the Smoochum team.
That was weak. What impact will this Pokemon switch have on the battle?
Go ahead and switch.
Pokemon is returning to its Pokemon.
The only one you can put in there is Shuckle, and even then it's going to be taking damage.
Oh, it's Steelix. It dug its way underground.
Yeah, you're looking at what were basically the 2 options for my mascot for my Tampa Bay team. Since I wanted to be the Vipers, but the Vipers not in these old games. My snake-like Pokemon were Onix, Steelix, Ekans, and Arbok. And I settled for Steelix because I like Steelix the most out of those 4.
Sandstorm first.
And so we got the Sandstorm going.
Are equally fit. There's plenty of fight left in both of them.
Let's see, if I put War Turtle in, Iron Tail won't be very effective. Rock Throw is going to be just an okay attack. The Steelix doesn't have the stab boost. And Mud Slap is Mud Slap. Yeah, let's switch.
Face each other.
Since so many things on the Tampa Bay Steelix don't like Dig, let's not get Arbok destroyed yet.
The Pokemon emerges from its Pokeball.
And Steelix, its one flaw really is its special defense isn't great. So if War Turtle can get a waterfall to land through these mud slaps, it'll do some good damage.
Sandstorm wrist and tan. How will this Pokemon
That's 2 turns of Sandstorm already. Waterfall, does it hit? It does not hit. Another Mud Slap.
What'll it do?
Alright, we'll try one more Waterfall, and if it doesn't work, we'll switch out.
The target is weakened.
Because now our accuracy is getting pretty bad.
Going Sandstorm first. A hot battle is unfolding.
Alright, Waterfall again.
There it goes. Oh my! Missed
0 for 2.
What next? That didn't
And he got Iron Tail, 75% accurate to hit. The computer gets everything to hit.
then tan. Sparks are flying from both
Man.
predators.
I guess Arbok again.
This Pokemon is switching out.
Because even though it's not very much health left, I think War Turtle is still... I mean, everything is pretty much faster than Shuckle. So, we can save it to get at least 1 Waterfall off on Shuckle. And then since Waterfall has potential to flinch, it actually could get more than 1 Waterfall on Shuckle. Gotta love the 2 for 2 on Iron Tail for the Steelix, by the way. I would never get that kind of luck with it if I was using Iron Tail.
Dug its way underground.
Sandstorm. Oh, Mud Slap. Okay.
How's that? Oh, that's a miss. They're both
Missed an opportunity to put the Sandstorm up.
What's this? It withstood that easily. There's the attack. It appears to be impervious to damage. Wow!
What are you talking about? Impervious to damage. You got hit by a super effective move.
Continues to attack from under the ground. Mud Slap! Whoops, that missed. A hot battle is unfolding. Pokemon. Next Pokemon is ready.
We're gonna go Bulbasaur.
Oh, it's
It's gonna be neutral damage.
the white
We're gonna use growth once to try and make this go faster. Yes, it'll probably mud slap us, but then when we do hit, we're gonna hit harder.
attack power.
Iron Tail, miss. Gosh, it hasn't missed an Iron Tail yet. Come on. 75% accurate, by the way.
What's next? Great hit.
Miss, come on.
Iron Tail. Hit. That was good.
All right, Steelix beats Bulbasaur.
Knockout. There's a distinct difference in the number of remaining Pokemon for each side.
Well, I know Furret's going to outspeed it, so we'll use Furret. I don't know if Ice Punch will necessarily do enough, though. I think it should,
For love,
but we're also talking about a Furret, so
there's a big
yeah.
difference between the two combatants. There, Ice Punch.
All right.
That's it. A light hit settles it. So, what will be the next Pokemon? Oh, it's Quilava. The number of remaining Pokemon is
If War Turtle wasn't hurt so bad, I would switch.
in this battle.
See, Fire is special back then. Let's use Amnesia.
It's raised.
Depending on how much damage is done here, I might just go for back-to-back Amnesias.
There it goes. That did little damage.
Yep, going back-to-back Amnesias. Try to prolong Furret being out there.
Hot battle is unfolding.
'Cause that plus Fire Blast, again, is not a 100% accurate move, so maybe we even get lucky and it misses once.
A furious attack. The hit lands right off. Sparks are flying.
All right, Strength.
There's the attack. Hit. That inflicted some damage.
All right. So, War Turtle can definitely beat Shuckle if it gets lucky and gets a couple flinches. Furret can potentially beat Quilava if if we can beat it in 2 turns here. Then the question that comes into mind is how does this team deal with Haunter?
There's the attack.
So I think the Tampa Bay Steelix are going to win, but this team's going to make it close, that's for sure. All right, Furret takes out Quilava.
Knockout.
So we got Shuckle and Haunter versus Furret and War Turtle.
Oh, it's Shuckle. It's a fierce battle.
I'm going to switch, because I think, honestly, the only chance this team has of winning with Haunter, because Haunter can Giga Drain War Turtle and win easy, is if Furret uses Thunder Punch and gets it to paralyze it. Both slowing it down and maybe causing paralysis on the turn that it attacks. It's a very niche and small chance, but I think that's the only chance this team has.
Glancing blow.
Plus, we know War Turtle will probably be faster than Shuckle, so there's the chance to flinch it with Waterfall.
What's this? That's Redone.
Okay, no flinch there. Rod's 90% accurate. Maybe it'll miss.
That did little damage.
No, it did not, but there's always next turn.
They're both hanging tough. What's next?
All right, let's see if we can get you to flinch. Come on, flinch. I haven't seen Waterfall cause a flinch once yet in this draft league, and it's supposed to have a chance to flinch. Shuckle gets a knockout, takes out the War Turtle. Or Turtle put in some work, though, to give this team a chance. We'll see if Furret can manage to pull this off or not.
With a crop. It's down to the last Pokemon now.
Rollout is still going, so that's not great.
Both get ready to go. There's the attack. A light
17 damage, no paralysis. Rollout hits, I think it's over here.
strike. That's a hit.
Alright. Well, like I said, it was a long shot because they would have had the only way they would have beaten Haunter would have been if they paralyzed it or froze it. So that's not really a strange result in that one, but I still wish I could have won for the sake of again beating the computer. So let's see, that was a 2-0 victory for the Steelix. All right, we've got one battle remaining. I'm 2-2 against the computer today, and the two losses were close enough that I could have been 4-0. In particular, that Pikachu result from an earlier battle. I'll be right back with the final battle of the week, and I'll see you then. Hello there, everybody. We're back for the final battle. This is between the Atlanta Fearow and the Minnesota Suicune. The Atlanta Fearow trying to be 2-0 this week after having that redo battle earlier. The Atlanta Fearow, despite all their directions, which were very much directions like don't use Poliwrath against electric Pokemon, which, again, kind of a no-brainer there. In all that direction, I never got a lead choice out of them. So, let's see who we got here. Mischievous would be a good matchup against 3 of them. Kadabra, we want to save for KO potential because of speed. Dragonair's a good matchup against 4 of them. I know I've led with Dragonair a few times with this team, but I think I'm going to do it again just because with it being Dragon type, it resists a lot of things. Like, literally, unless Jinx is the lead-off Pokemon, Dragonair's okay to go. Like, good to go. So let's see what our luck is. Knowing this game, it's going to be Jinx. Okay. For once, it didn't screw us over right off the bat. Alright, let's see. Very first thing we're going to do, Thunder Wave. I don't remember if Mist stops things like Thunder Wave or not. We'll find out. If it does, we'll switch. It did not, so yeah. Okay. I didn't think it did, but I couldn't remember. Let's see. Your water type. So that means Poliwrath or Lantern on the switch. Let's do Lantern, because you won't be able to freeze it like Articuno.
This Pokemon is switching out. Oh, it's Lantern. What's this? That didn't do much. How will this Pokemon switch affect the flow?
All right, Spark.
What will it do?
Critical hit. Super effective and a critical hit. I'm amazed it didn't just like roar out the Lantern.
Not very effective.
All right.
Continues.
I think I know how this is going to end.
It's going down.
All right, Lantern gets a knockout against Suicune.
That KO will bring out a new Pokemon. Oh, it's
Zapdos, okay. What's Gligar's moveset? Basically just go for Guillotine. Well, I know it's going to go Thunder, so we're going to actually switch into Gligar.
Commands are made.
If it does go Rock Smash or something,
Pokeball.
that'd be strange. It's Gligar. I hate that the announcer doesn't know the pronunciations of some of the Pokemon. Guillotine. Let's go for Rock Smash. That was a critical hit. So yeah, Rock Smash, I'm not scared of that. Not afraid of that. Guillotine misses. Oh well, we got 4 more tries. I mean, you guys saw Rock Smash do almost nothing, so we're definitely going to get a chance to try all these guillotines.
That didn't accomplish much. Whoa! Oh my!
0 for 2.
Sparks are flying from both competitors. What's this? That didn't do much. There, defense stat went.
That's still not a big deal because it's still just going to use Rock Smash.
Wow! Oh, that missed too.
0 for 3.
The white hot battle.
I'm going to check that attack. Single hit knockout attack. So yeah, I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm just clicking it and it's not hitting.
What'll it do? Oh, that was weak. The target is weakened.
All right, let's try this again.
That's it. Oh my! Missed again.
I hope you can appreciate this, that I'm trying it. Just it doesn't want to work.
What now? It's not very effective. Oh!
0 for 5, and this is why I don't have the one-hit KO moves on my team. They're a nice idea, but if they don't work out, you're kind of, well, yeah. So I guess we'll go Slash, because we know it's not going to do anything but Rock Smash. It's going to be a slow battle, but this is the attack that makes the most sense now. We got a critical hit on the first try of Slash. See, we should have been doing that the whole time instead of trying Guillotine. But I messed around with it because a couple people in this league have fallen in love with the one-hit KO move, so I thought I'd humor them. Slash is more like the kind of attack I'd rather use. Back-to-back critical hits, by the way, as I say that. Will we get a third one? If we get a third one, Zapdos goes down.
What'll it do? Oh, that was weak. The target is weakened further.
That's okay, we can just switch out and its defense will be reset.
A light pack.
No critical hit there, but now it's low enough that if Slash just connects, it's going to be a knockout.
How's that? It's not very effective. The target stats must be in pattern. Flash attack. Right.
There we go, Gligar takes out Zapdos. Another matchup I never thought I'd say.
Big difference in the number of Pokemon remaining on each side. Oh, it's Jinx.
Alright, we definitely don't want you in there against Jinx by any means necessary. We got to get you out of there. You're going to use Ice Punch 1,000,000%. We don't want Poliwrath in because you also have Psychic moves. So I guess we'll go Lantern here as well.
The trainer's switching Pokemon. The Pokeball opens.
Yeah, Poliwrath, we're hoping to save late game because 2 of the 4 remaining Pokemon are Fire types. But the other 2 are Psychic types, and we don't want Poliwrath in there against Psychic types. Alright, Hydro Pump. Mean look so that we can't escape. That's fine with us. I wasn't planning on switching anyway, so that's a free turn for us. Here comes Hydro Pump. I was hoping for a little more, but still pretty good hit. If we can get another Hydro Pump, then I'll try Spark to finish it off for the guaranteed hit. Lantern is just a cool Pokemon. I use one in Sword and Shield all the time. Whether you're using the Water Absorb ability or the Lightning Absorb, or Volt Absorb, I think is actually what it's called. Just a good Pokemon. Eventually I'll get some Sword and Shield battles up here so that everybody can see what those are like that are in this league that haven't played those yet. But those are even more fun and more intense than these battles. Alright, Lantern takes out Jinx. Let's go Spark, because if we can paralyze it, that would really help the remaining Pokemon. I know Hydro Pump could do more damage, but Spark may help more long term. Didn't matter though, because it took us out. That's alright, Lantern did some work. Alright, let's see. We don't want Poliwrath in, that's for sure. Let's try Mischievous. I probably myself would go with Dragonair here, but my opponent was very adamant that if they had used a Psychic Pokemon, that Mischievous would be the clean switch in. So, we'll go with that. Actually, the announcer was very well said, very well spoken for right there. Raw power doesn't always equal a win in Pokemon. Alright, Mischievous for Espeon. Looking like it's going to be a win for Mischievous here. Unless it gets confused. I don't think it will, but you never know. It did not get confused. That's good, so that's going to be a win. So, Mischievous with the win there. For the record, if I didn't state it before, I may have stated it before too. Yes, Ghost should beat Psychic. I just think there might have been a way with Dragonair to maybe take less damage than we took, but it doesn't matter. Let's try Pain Split here, get some health back. It went Flamethrower instead of Crunch. That's interesting. It might have KO'd with the Crunch. Alright. Well, it's Dark and Fire. We've got Water and Fighting. So we win both matchups. Let's go with Poliwrath. I was gonna say, watch it burn us. Okay, we're gonna get the guaranteed knockout here. We're gonna Mind Reader, and then we'll hit it. Mind Reader makes it so the next move lands no matter what. You don't have to deal with accuracy issues. Dynamic Punch. Well, assuming we get our turn to attack. As we've already seen with Guillotine, I'm not great on the low accuracy moves, so we're definitely going to be using Mind Reader first. Poliwrath takes out the Houndour, and now we've just got Magmar left, which will be the same thing. We're going to go Mind Reader and then Hydro Pump. Especially because we have options if it did somehow beat Poliwrath. Okay. That's one way to try and get around us. In my defense, it was faster than us. So even if I would have gone straight to Hydro Pump, we could have been confused. Alright, all we gotta do is get through the confusion. If we get through the confusion, it's definitely gonna hit. Of course we didn't get through it. Why would we? Alright, now we're just going to have to go with plain old Hydro Pump. No Mind Reader shenanigans, because we won't have enough health to last that long. Do we hit? We do hit. We did not take it out, though. So it looks like Magmar is going to get the knockout on Poliwrath. Well, let's see. Dragonair led, so it played. We'll put Kadabra in just to say it played. Also, there's no way that Magmar outspeeds Kadabra. If it outspeeds Kadabra, I might just retire from Pokemon battles. Yeah. All right, Kadabra takes out the Magmar. And that is your ball game. So let's see. Final score there was 3-0, 4-0, 4-0, right? Yep, 4-0. All right, I'll be back in a minute after I update all the standings and stats and all that nonsense. Interesting week of battles, especially, like I said, in the power outage here. So I hope everyone enjoyed. I hope those that lost are not too angry with me, as I think I did a pretty good job battling. The only thing I could have seen being a little different today would have been the Pikachu Nidoqueen matchup. Maybe I could have used a Mud Slap earlier to try and lessen Headbutt's damage, but I also didn't think that we would miss a Toxic and flinch 3 times, so 4 chances to win right there. So, I'm sorry, you can get mad at me for not using Mud Slap, but you had 4 chances to win and couldn't execute on any of those 4, so I don't think that's my fault for not using Mud Slap once. Anyway, that's how it goes this week. And I'll be back in just a moment with all the updated statistics and everything. But before I go, before I forget, the Atlanta Fearow with another win today. Congratulations. Alright, so as you can see, there's our updated standings. The Fearow and the Power both still undefeated at 4-0. The Tampa Bay Steelix at 3-1. The Minnesota Suicune at 2-2. A slew of teams at 1-3. And we are the Machampion at 0-4. Nobody needs to be discouraged, though, as we haven't decided our playoff format yet, if we're going to take 2 teams or 4 teams. But in the event of 4 teams, I mean, everybody's within 1 or 2 games of that 4th spot. So nobody's out of it yet. We still have 10 weeks to go. We're only 4 weeks in. Plenty of time to change things. So we'll see how that goes. To update statistics, for my team, the Steelix, Magneton is still the KO leader, but it had a few feints today. Shuckle, surprisingly good in its first 2 battles. 4 KOs to 1 feint. So it's looking good. Atlanta Fearow, Kadabra still the front runner for MVP in the league. 7 KOs, no feints. It didn't even show up in the first matchup today. We move on to the Suicune. Jinx and Suicune leading the way there, 3. Dallas Dragonite, it's Ninetales and Psyduck now tied for the lead after its monster game today. For the Pokemon Power, Golem's still tied with Moltres despite it not doing a whole lot today. Pikachu's still yet to faint in both battles. It's come through in the clutch at the end. My Little Ponyta, its leader is still Nidoking with its horn drills. And Muck right behind it with its dynamic punches. So the only one on her roster yet to play a game is Gyarados. But any of the others are eligible to be cut now, moving forward. Just clarifying that, I don't think you necessarily need to cut anybody. Just clarifying that because we had a little bit of a mix-up with that earlier this week. We are the Machampion. I don't know what to think of this team. This team is a good team, but just has bad luck. Like, there's no way it should have lost 5-0 today, but it did. Most of it was luck. I mean, Machamp and Tyranitar both getting burned was just disastrous. Just bad luck. Smoochum or lose 'em. Arbok still in the lead with KOs of 4. Pineco got to explode today and take out Articuno. That was kind of interesting. So that's how that all played out. I'm 9-7 now against the computer, so still keeping my winning record against the computer. Went 3-2 today, which is a shame because I really think I could have gone 5-0, but luck just wasn't on my side in that regard. But yeah. All right, let's take a look at the matchups for Week 5. For Week 5, we'll have the Tampa Bay Steelix finally being controlled by me again, playing against the Dallas Dragonite. The Minnesota Suicune being controlled by the computer as they play We Are the Machampion. So this will be the second time I've gotten a chance to control We Are the Machampion. We have the undefeated Pokemon Power will be controlled by me against the Atlanta Fearow, so somebody's not going to be undefeated next week because those are our 2 undefeated teams, so somebody's going to have to lose. So no matter what, whether it's the Power or the Fearow, there will be 1 undefeated team remaining after next week. And then in our final battle, we've got Smoochum or Lose 'em will be controlled by the computer. My Little Ponyta will be controlled by me. My Little Ponyta is the one team in this league that actually seems to have to do better when they're not controlled by me because they've got the computer's luck on their side then for things like Horn Drill and Dynamic Punch. But we'll see. I did get 1 Horn Drill to land today. So that's where everything stands right now. And let's hope I'm not having to redo any battles again due to complaints. And let's hope that I'm not having to do all this in a power outage again. Yeah, I just do want to address that to my league real quick, the other managers. Like, I'm going to battle for everybody as best I can every week and try to win. Why? Because I want this number right here, the 9 and 7 versus the computer. I want that to be as high in my favor as possible. I take great pride in being a good Pokemon battler. I want to beat the computer. I don't care if the computer is representing my team or anyone else's team. I want to beat the computer as often as possible. So I don't want anybody accusing me of not trying to win again in this league, because I take that very seriously. I'm very prideful on that, and I take that as a personal shot when someone accuses me of that. So I did my best to try and even things up this week. I did owe my opponent in the first game a redo because for consistency's sake, it just makes sense that since we had hard resets all the other time, that we should have a hard reset this time. I had no problem with that. If so that was perfectly fine. But if anyone thinks that I'm throwing any of these matches, I want to nip that in the butt right here. I never throw a Pokemon match. I mean, look at that matchup I had earlier. There's Smoochum or Lose 'em versus the Tampa Bay Steelix. I did not think Smoochum or Lose 'em even had a chance, and I still fought that thing all the way through and got it to 2-0. So I do not throw matches. I do whatever I can to win. I'm a big believer in you always have a chance to win in Pokemon. There's always a way to win regardless of the matchup. So I just want to make that very clear that I'm going to try to win the best way that I think that your team can win each week when I'm playing for your team. You're free to put in input, but don't anyone think in this league that I don't try to win. All right, now that we got that little rant out of the way, this was a fun week of Pokemon battles. And I look forward to what we've got in store next week. Thank you all very much for watching. Please do the YouTube thing, like, subscribe, ring the bell, yada yada, if you liked this. And we'll be back next week with more battles. All right. Bye-bye.